Howdy Outlaws. In today's video, I will test defensive cards. I will test it with Carcano Rifle, which will be clean after every shot and regular bullets. We are in empty lobby, and test subject is in perfect weight and have no ability cards. This is how I'm gonna establish base value for future tests. For precise measurement, I will use ESP. So subject health has 215, and after a shot, subject was left with 92 health. So 123 damage is done. That is our base value, 123. Now I will test when subject is overweight. Subject health has 216, and after a shot, subject was left with 102 health points. So 114 damage is done. That is 7.3% less damage taken. Now I will test when subject is underweight. Subject has 216 health, and after a shot, subject was left with 82 health points, so he received 134 points of damage, or 9% more damage. So, conclusion here is always be an overweight. Now I will test Iron Lung card. With perfect weight, it will reduce the damage by 9%. When overweight, you will get 16% less damage. If you are underweight, you will get 1.6% less damage. Now I will test Never Without One card. When hat is equipped and in perfect weight, you will receive 9.7% less damage. Without a hat, you will receive 16% more of the damage. With hat on, and when you are overweight, you will receive 16% less of the damage. Without a hat, you will receive 9% more of the damage. With hat equipped and when you are underweight, you will get 1% less of damage. Without a hat, you will receive 23% more of the damage. Never Without One card will protect you from the headshots, but not from the face or neck shots. To avoid negative bonuses, always reattach the hat when possible. Now I will test Fool Me Once card. With perfect weight, this card will start with 1.6% more damage being dealt to you, and it will work up until 29% less of damage being dealt to you after 6 shots. I tested it few times and I got same results. It looks like card is broken when in perfect weight. If you are overweight, you will receive 6.5% less of damage. And after a 4th shot and onwards, you will get 35% less damage. If you are underweight, you will receive 9% more of the damage. And after a 4th shot and onwards, you will receive only 24% less of the damage. Now I will test Slow and Steady card. With perfect weight, it will reduce your damage by 18%. When you're overweight, you will get 26% less of the damage. If you are underweight, you will receive 11% less of the damage. When card is activated, it will protect you from the headshots as well. Now I will test Fool Me Once and Never Without One cards with hat on. Test subject will be overweight from now on. It will start from 17% up until 5th shot, which will deal 42% less of the damage. So game will take higher resistance damage value from the Never Without One card. Then after 2nd shot, it will switch to the Fool Me Once card. Now I will test it without a hat. After 1st shot, you will receive 8% more of the damage. And after a 4th shot, you will get 24% less of the damage. So it looks like without a hat, game will deduct roughly 10% from the maximum damage resistance. So instead of 35%, you will only get 25% less of the damage. Now I will check how many bullets you can take with Iron Lung card. Subject have maximum health, and you will need 7 bullets, same as for Fool Me Once card. Now I will test Iron Lung and Fool Me Once card together. So it will start with 17%, and after a 4th shot and onwards, you will receive 42% less damage. Subject will go down after 8 bullets. I will add Never Without One card with hat attached. 1st shot will get 26% resistance up to 5th shot and onwards, which will give you 49% less of the damage. Subject will go down after 9th bullet. Now I will test it without a hat. 1st bullet will do 16% less of the damage, up to 41% less of the damage. Subject took 8 bullets before it was killed. So it looks like that, never without one card, adds or decreases roughly 10% of the damage, depending whenever you have a hat or not. Now I will test the full defensive cards build, or so-called tank build, with hat attached. So with this build, you will receive 47% less damage from the first shot up until 63% less of the damage from 4th shot onwards. You will need 13 shots to bring down player who has this build on with maximum health. Now I will test tank build, but without a hat. It will start with 22% less damage dealt up until 45% of damage being dealt after 4th shot and onwards. Subject will go down after 9 shots. Now, I will test tank build never without one card. So first hit will give you 37% of the damage resistance, and it will give you 55% resistance after 4th shot. Target went down after 11th hit. So slow and steady card multiplies with other defensive cards. In this case, it multiplies first with Iron Lungs card, and after a second shot with Fool Me Once card. If you have never without one card equipped, it will also add if your hat attached or not, and it will add or deduct 10% damage resistance. If you have other defensive cards in the build, it will also add or deduct 10% damage resistance, depends if you have a hat on or off. Now I will test never without one card with headband. It will add 9% of damage resistance, but it won't save you from the headshots. All 3 Beaver garment sets will give you also 9% damage resistance and headshot protection. You can easily reattach it, and it only works with the male characters. It will not protect you from a neck hits. Other garment sets won't be able to protect you the headshots. Some YouTubers claim that if you are in free aim, you'll be able to bypass headshot protections. So I checked it out multiple times and with multiple weapons and found it not to be true. Beaver headset will not work on female character. However, what works for them is hair accessory with permanent posse outfit. Be sure to save outfit without a hat and just reform the posse and activate the posse style in posse settings. So, anytime your hat is off, just circle in the items, wheel hair accessory, and re-equip it. In conclusion, most efficient build for PvE is the Painted Black, Iron Lung or Fool Me Once, Eye for an Eye and Strange Medicine. You will have great defensive protection with health and Deadeye regeneration, so you won't need any consumables or tonics. For PvP, which is highly competitive, great cards are Painted Black, never without one. Fool Me Once or Iron Lung and Sharpshooter or a Winning Streak. It really depends how you like to play. Just be sure that you always reattach the hat. Well, I hope you found this video useful. Good luck and have fun.